The war between Israel and Iran intensified through the weekend. The countries are separated by 1,000 miles, with Iraq, Syria, and Jordan in between.
After 5 days of attacks, the Iranian Ministry of Health says 224 people have been killed by Israeli airstrikes.
In Israel, officials say 24 people have died in ballistic missile attacks, mainly on the cities of Tel Aviv and Bat Yam.
Israeli jets have bombed the Iranian capital of Tehran, as well as nuclear installations, including the main uranium enrichment site of Natanz.
Our correspondent Deborah Pata is in Tel Aviv tonight.
An Iranian missile strike deep in the heart of Tel Aviv. For the fifth consecutive night, the skies above the city lit up as Israel's air defense systems sprang into action, intercepting wave after wave of incoming Iranian missiles. The two arch rivals are now locked in a dangerous cycle of escalation, trading strike for strike with no sign of slowing down. Earlier today, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu declared that the Israeli Air Force controls the skies over Tehran, a bold statement in a rapidly intensifying conflict. Not far from Tel Aviv, in the city of Petah Tikva, tragedy struck. An Iranian missile crashed directly into an apartment building, killing 4 civilians. Among them was Israeli-American Lehi Grier, who was huddled with her husband and 3 children in their safe room when the missile hit. "Even our safe room was shaking," she said. When we entered her apartment, the aftermath was clear. Shattered glass everywhere, debris scattered across the floor, a grim reminder of just
on the Iranian state broadcaster.
Deb, you were in Israel before when Iranian missiles were raining down. What's different this time?
Well, John, during the Iranian strike in April last year, 99% of those missiles were intercepted, most before even reaching Israeli skies. Now, remember, Israel was supported by its allies, the UK, France, and the US. Now it's fighting alone for the most part, with Iran striking every night. So some missiles do break through, and Israelis are used to feeling very safe. The question will be, how much pain are they prepared to bear if this goes on for a long time?
Okay, Deb Pata, we know you're doing everything to stay safe there in Tel Aviv. Thank you.
Iran is calling on President Trump to use his influence to arrange a ceasefire, and the president says it's time for Iran to make a deal.
Script 2, the human cost is rising on both sides. But in Iran, the toll is far heavier. Thousands of Iranians are now fleeing the capital, Tehran. A city unaccustomed to war is suddenly gripped by fear and uncertainty. "There's fear everywhere," said one resident, Zablad. "It feels like something terrible is about to happen." Israel has been targeting critical infrastructure, energy sites, nuclear facilities, and now even the Iranian state broadcaster. Today, another major strike hit Iranian media headquarters, sending shockwaves across the nation. Not just physical, but psychological. The message is clear. Nowhere is truly safe. Script 3, this war is painful for both sides, but make no mistake, Iran is not winning. And according to President Trump, it's time to talk before it's too late. The president was attending the G7 summit in Canada when a surprising, last-minute shift in his schedule caught everyone off guard. Nancy Cordes reports from Calgary. John, just 1 day into this Today Summit, the White House has announced that President Trump is heading back to Washington tonight, cutting his visit short. White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt confirmed the sudden change, stating that due to escalating events in the Middle East, the president will leave this evening after dinner with fellow heads of state. What's unclear is why Trump couldn't continue monitoring the situation from Canada, especially as he's been meeting with leaders of the world's top democracies, all of whom share deep concern over the conflict. The early departure came just hours after the president posted a cryptic and alarming message on social media. Everyone should immediately evacuate Tehran. That single line set off a wave of speculation. Was Trump hinting at another Israeli strike? The White House isn't saying, only that this does not signal direct U.S. involvement in the war. Still, his exit comes at a critical moment. The president had key meetings scheduled for tomorrow with the leaders of Mexico and Ukraine.